Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back reacting to the finale for Stranger Things Season 4 Part 1. So this is Episode 7. It is called The Massacre at Hawkins' Lab. So I assume, given the title of the episode, that we will learn the full truth behind, what went down and how it's definitely not Eleven's fault. Because I'm calling that. I know she didn't do anything wrong. But where did we leave off last time on Stranger Things? Last time, the gang found the portal at the bottom of Lover's Lake. Steve got sucked into the portal via these tentacles, and he's currently being attacked by some bats. Meanwhile, Nancy, Robin, and Eddie all dove in after him. So I assume that those four are gonna be fighting something in the Upside Down and might have to fight their way back to Lover's Lake or something. We need to clear Eddie's name somehow. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that has to go down. Eleven's got to fully get her powers back. Mike and Will and all them, they have to meet up with 11 in Nevada. Lots of things that are going to happen. This is a long episode too. It's almost 2 hours long, I think. So it's an hour and 35 minutes, which is quite a hefty runtime. So we're going to strap in and get ready to watch this. Before we do that, though, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please hit that like button. It helps my videos get pushed to the home screens, and it just helps with that algorithm just a ton. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, that would mean a lot. If you're new here and you find yourself come back often, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me react to more of Stranger Things. The button's just right down there. It's just right down there. Or it's in one of these corners. It's either in that corner, right there, or it's in that corner, right there. I don't know which one, because it's flipped when I upload this. So we'll find out though. But that would mean a ton to me as well. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, or you want the next episode's reaction slightly early when it comes out on the 1st, right? July 1st is when the next 2 episodes drop. I'll be posting that slightly early on Patreon, so if you're interested in that, please consider supporting me. That would mean the world. But otherwise, let's jump into the Season 4 Part 1 finale. Okay, Nancy, come in and sit, please. Oh, they're really digging into it. Okay, good.
Hey there.
Yes, Nancy. Man, if only one of you was on the baseball team. Ooh. Oh, it broke. Oh yeah, bite it. That's what you're supposed to do if a snake starts wrapping itself around you, is just bite the snake as hard as you can. Nice, Eddie. God damn, Steve. It's like King Kong when he's fighting those monsters in the underworld.
Jesus H. Christ!
Eddie. Yeah, you guys should dive back into the portal.
We can take him.
Yeah, I don't think they're the ones you should worry about. God, is he dead? That's awful. Heating up that little box. For your own health and safety, man. Just tell him.
Please. Promise me you won't kill him.
I don't think that guy is willing to keep that promise. He'll straight up kill her.
But I don't see any progress out there, Martin. You know what I see? I see a frightened, traumatized little girl.
Yes.
Good for us.
I mean, this is what needs to happen, but props to Owens for having a conscience and realizing that this is not the most humane thing that they're doing.
Only by facing all of ourselves, the good and the bad, can we become whole.
What if I don't want to become whole?
Well, then everybody you love dies. That's what happens.
Stop hiding, 11.
I don't know, I keep fiddling with my armrest. Sorry, it's probably annoying. I feel like he's probably seen what actually happens, because if he hadn't seen it, I don't know if he would trust her, right? I feel like he'd be far more antagonistic towards her if he still thought that she was the one.
And what exactly were you all doing at the lake?
Making out? It's make-out spot.
We were just going for a walk.
They're having a little make-out session. Yeah, Lucas and Max wanted to make out.
Take a little swim. Little night swim.
Little night swim. Yeah, they wanted to swim by the body.
You realize they're lying. The whole couch is on fire.
Erica.
Just the facts.
Erica, don't expose them right now.
To these policemen, Dusty?
No! Lying to...
No! That's not true. It's not a crime to lie to the police. You can totally lie to them anytime you want. Steve.
Jesus.
Steve, you're literally bleeding out.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah, just do it.
Ooh. Some close physical contact here. I don't appreciate it. It's not the storyline I want to happen. Stop it. Stranger Things? Sean Levy? I don't appreciate this.
Yeah, I highly doubt that the Hawkins PD has grenades, Robin, but guns, yeah.
They
You
might.
don't have to go all the way downtown for guns. I have guns. In my bedroom.
What? Why?
A Russian Makarov and a revolver.
Yeah, you almost shot me with that one.
You almost deserved it.
Okay, quit flirting.
The guys monster slayers. You'll be a legend.
Yeah. Facts, bro. You'd be a Russian legend.
We'll go traitor. Monster slayer trumps traitor.
Что вот тут вам нужно, товарищ?
Меня зовут Юрий Измайлов.
Did he shave?
Yeah, hello, Shay.
He did shave. Step 1. Infiltration complete.
Last night, your sister 11 suffered a concussion during her alone time in the Rainbow Room. Someone did this.
Yeah. 2.
Fallen.
Fallen.
2, you little
I've seen
punk
her, Papa.
bitch.
She's clumsy.
Yo. Beat that
11, you may
kid.
step back.
Punch that kid in the face, Brenner. Ooh. Well, maybe. Okay. Torturing children's not the best.
Did you attack 11?
If she told you that, then she's lying.
She didn't tell him that, though. Oh my god. Level 70?
Papa, please. She's lying!
I mean, you're lying. Level 80?
What happened?
It was an accident.
Liar. Small child, just tell the truth. I mean, definitely should not be torturing this child. Oh, Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. In a hypothetical situation, I want that kid to be tortured, but in reality, maybe no.
I mean, that was a real Aussie move you pulled back there.
Ozzy Osbourne biting a bat.
Took a bite out of that bat. Ozzy Osbourne? Black Sabbath? He bit a bat's head off on stage? No? No. It's very metal, he did.
Yeah, it's very weird what he did.
Henderson told me you were a badass. Insisted on the matter.
Yes.
Henderson said that? Oh, yeah.
Of course he did. Dustin talks mad shit about you, son.
I see danger and I just turn heel and run. Or at least that's what I've learned about myself this week.
That is setting something up for later. He's gonna have to stay and save someone.
Now, I don't know what happened between you two. If I were you, I would get her back.
Stop it, Stranger Things. I don't appreciate this. I don't like that. I don't like this route they're going with that.
Here's the deal. Either you tell me what's happening, or I tell Dustin what I found under your bed.
What?
Please, no.
Spill your guts, cowpuncher.
What'd she find under your bed?
Yeah, what'd she find under his bed?
100.
100? The serial killer is a dark wizard from the
100.
I smother you in your sleep.
I will kill you.
Only 2 gates have opened so far as we know. One by L, one by the commies. But it's not the commies or L this
Also
time,
the
so-
one in the tree that Nancy went through in season 1.
Which is why Vecna's killing people. What's his motive?
He's gaining power
Killing teens? It always just seemed
so
too
he can get
random.
strong enough to rip open a gate and come into the real world for real.
So what if, with each kill, he's not simply killing them? He's making a powerful psychic connection with his
Yes.
victims. A connection powerful enough to rip a hole in the fabric of time and space.
Okay, so everywhere that one of these kids dies, a gate opens?
For the world, the Mind Flayer. So if the Demogorgon was just his foot soldier, Vecna's his 5-star general.
Interesting. Ooh. Interesting. So Steve can, like, hear them.
Those aren't guns.
These heels are a bit pointy, but I was hoping for something along the lines of a deadly projectile.
Interesting. So is the Upside Down like an old version of Hawkins?
You're not supposed to be here. No, I gave you to Cousin Joanna 2 years ago.
So, did 2 years ago, or whatever, the Upside Down just create a copy of the world? And it's not like a continuously updating thing?
The last entry is November 6, 1983. The day Will went missing. The day the gate opened.
Interesting.
We're in the past.
So the Upside Down exists, but when that gate opened, it just created a copy of Hawkins at that point.
To open a tear in time and space, just like the Mother Gate.
Does anyone know Morse code?
No. Wait, does SOS count?
Yes, that's literally Morse code.
Are you even listening to me?
Yeah, I'm listening. It's just... You said he followed Vecna through lights, right?
Yeah, why?
Pay attention,
'Cause I
Dustin.
think he's here.
Do either of these kids know Morse code?
I overestimated them.
I mean, I don't know what they're gonna try and get by contacting him. It's not like he can necessarily help them out, but you know, it is what it is.
Of course, but allow me to introduce you to my very...
Jesus, Murray. Yo, Joyce, jump down there. This stupid kid is so mad. She did not do anything. They blame her for the torture that number 2 got.
He and the others are going to attempt to kill you. Right here. In this room. And Papa will allow it to happen.
Why? Okay. So he's playing with her mind.
Why? You frighten him.
He's manipulating her so hard right now. I don't trust this man. His tone of voice is just too inherently creepy. Hi.
Hi. That worked. Hi.
They're just so funny.
You can't get back through Watergate?
What the hell's Watergate?
Because it's in water and it's a gate.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh.
I mean, it makes sense logically. Go to the tree that Nancy found in season 1.
How many times do I have to be right on the money before you guys just trust me?
Jesus Christ, this kid's got to get his ego in check.
It's his tone, right?
I know.
Haven't you always had bikes?
Oh, yeah, 7 miles on a bike isn't as far.
She stuck to her guns.
Honestly, shouldn't have gone with her first. She's like, kind of mean.
Max straight up demoralized the police.
Oh, little.
I'm surprised they haven't heard these kids like screaming. They're gone. Nancy's room has a sick escape route. Yeah, easy money to escape from Nancy's room.
Hey, excuse me.
That kid doesn't have a bike.
I guess it's just a minor misdemeanor.
Oh, slashing their tires? Damn, Erica. You gonna slash your parents' tires too? Dang, that's kind of funny. They're all riding the same bikes, but like in 2 separate time periods.
I feel dizzy.
Dizzy.
Yes. And the light. The light is hurting my head.
Symptoms of a concussion, brother.
Sorry to bother you.
Everything all right?
Not sure. She says she's still dizzy. Lights are hurting her.
Hurting who?
Eleven. Oh, she just bailed. She's like, see ya, loser. I'm out of here, playboy.
Quiet. Follow me.
This dude's manipulating her so hard.
This will lead you out beyond the lab fence to the woods.
How does he know that?
Can you feel it? Your papa calls it soteria.
What is it? It's a tracker?
What if I make it go away?
He's manipulating her. They can pick any weapon they want, eh? Are they gonna wrap that spear with their jacket douse it in alcohol and set it on fire. Okay. Oh, this shot was from the trailer.
Oh, come on. Those are...
Create a spark with 2 of the other weapons, like a flint. Oh, it just eats that dude's face. God damn. The Demogorgon is insane, brother. Oh, don't die. Don't die. We like him. We like him. They're the last 2. And that fire is gonna go out. Yeah, but he's a ninja! God dang, Murray. Oh, no. Okay, we need Murray to hurry up.
Joyce, we have no idea what these buttons do. You can't just press away like that.
Yes, you can. Just press all of them. Just press every button. And there we go. Okay, now press that button again so it closes. Oh, open the other door. Immediately. Oh, good shot. Solid toss there, Hop. Oh, he's gonna see her. See your girl. Kiss. You guys need to kiss. Kiss so friggin' hard. Ugh. He's like, what the fuck are you doing here? Alright, you guys gotta get the balls out of there, son. Okay, happy moment over, time to leave.
God damn.
Okay, get a chair.
This is where Chrissy died. Like, right where she died.
Get a chair and climb through the ceiling.
What the hell is that?
It's a child. Right? It's like a broom. They're hitting the ceiling. It's gonna be Dustin. The children have arrived to save you. Yes!
Hi there.
Holy shit, this is driving.
Okay, find a chair and get the frick out of here. You guys need to leave. You ain't got this kind of time. He's free.
Where do you think you're going?
Okay. So what is he about to do? Ooh, he's gonna explode their brains. Oh, 'cause He is number one. He's powerful.
We're alike. You and I.
I knew it. I knew he was number one. The tone of voice in which he was talking about number one last time, I was like, you don't use that terminology and talk that way unless you're talking about yourself. Yo, Eddie ain't got like a chair in his house?
Those stains are,
Cum. It's cum.
I don't
We
know
know.
what stains are.
They're cum. We know exactly what those stains are, Eddie. Okay, so Robin escapes.
Thank God. That was fun.
Nancy's gonna struggle. She has no upper body strength. What the heck? This is where Barb died. The pool where Barb died. At Steve's house. Oh no.
Hey!
Vecna took her. Nancy, you still got trauma about this? No one cares about Barb.
When I kill someone, I never forget.
Nancy's gotta escape though, right? He's even killing the kids. He's straight up killed these like 8-year-old kids. Damn. He mangled these kids. Is that number 2? Oh my God. Number 1 is Vecna. Oh my God. I'm so dumb. How did it take me this long? I'm so stupid. Of course he is. But why does he look like a demon? I don't get it. I made the connection, but why? I need the motive behind the reason. Running up that hill, Nancy's favorite song. What is Nancy's favorite song? She doesn't die. There's no way she dies because Jonathan's not here. Right? If they were going to kill Nancy, they would do it in front of Jonathan.
How was old, blind, dumb Victor? Did he miss me?
Oh, hey, Fred. What's poppin'? Connection with Victor. Number 1, Vecna. Oh my God, I was right. It's the creepy kid. No, I'm a goddamn genius. I'm goated. It's this creepy ass little kid. But he died. Unless they faked his death. Yes, I knew this kid is creepy.
My parents.
So maybe he didn't actually die
Scenery, a fresh start
in this coma or whatever, and he came here and they just said he died? I like that Nancy, the reporter, investigative reporter side, is the one figuring it out at the same time as 11 is.
Humans are a unique type of pest.
So he just wants to give the world to spiders?
Poisoning our world, all while enforcing a structure of their own.
He's just like, I fucking love spiders, man.
Everyone.
So he's like a hella nihilist.
Just waiting for it all to be over.
This is like, he's like Jobu Tupaki. Interesting.
I could make my own rules.
Could he actually like turn back time? Or just turn back that clock? Oh, yeah, I knew it.
As I practiced, I realized I could do more than I possibly imagined.
I don't want to watch him kill animals. Okay.
A terrible lie.
What'd your mom do, though?
They had done things, 11. Such awful things.
I mean, the dad accidentally shelled a building of civilians. We know that much. But the mom just, like, doesn't like spiders?
But my mother somehow knew it was I who was holding up that mirror.
Oh. That's why.
She despised me for it.
Gotcha. Mother's a genius.
With each life I took, I grew stronger. And I did not yet know my limits. And it nearly killed me.
I'm so smart. I like half called this. I like 25% called this. In different stages. I had all the pieces. Yeah, but you killed these kids.
11.
They super are.
They're still with me.
That's not how that works, brother.
Are better than they are.
I mean, facts, but still, this guy's crazy. Oof. She's like, nah, bitch. I ain't trying to be your partner. Oh, I am so smart. I knew she's gonna push him through the wall. She's gonna like open a rift and send him in. I knew that thing looked like a crack. She's strong.
He had found his strength in a memory from his past. Something that made him sad.
What memory is she gonna draw upon? The
bullet. Maybe have a memory like that?
All of her memories are pretty much like that. I mean, we know she lives. Oh. I mean, we know she doesn't die. So, what's going down? And also, where the f is Nancy?
I love you.
Draw upon happy memories. That's how you beat him. With love, not anger. Oh, superhero landing. Yo, 11's the GOAT, brother. She's so cool. And that's that spot on the wall where the crack was. Hey, her elbows do the same thing mine do. Okay, so she sent him into the Upside Down. And maybe, like, over time, he became a monster? Whoa. Oh, okay. This is why he looks like he looks like. This is... It looks like Matt Smith in some of these scenes. That's wild. We been knew. We been knew that's who that was. Don't end there. Don't end there. Son of a gun! Come on, guys. That's not what was supposed to happen. Ah! Oh, wait, there's a preview. How do I find that again? Okay, so the preview for next time showed Nancy for like a split second with Steve and Robin. So we can safely assume she makes it out of that little pool of death. So that's scary. But, some of my suspicions were confirmed. I'm sweating. I'm like legit sweating. Like I'm like drenched right now. Good thing I'm wearing a black shirt and you can't tell as much, but I am sweating hard. Like you can kind of see I'm glistening. So I had like 25% of the prediction correct in like different spots. I had all the puzzle pieces guessed. Like I had guessed all the specific puzzle pieces at different points, but I had to put them together in the right spots. But I knew, so from the first time that we saw the Krill kid, whatever his name was, not Victor was the dad, whatever the younger one, his name, I was like, that kid's creepy. Like that kid is weird. Like don't trust that child. And then as soon as like you saw this guy, you're like that dude's creepy. Like in her dream, you're like, that's weird. You know, I knew 11 wasn't the one that did it. Like from episode 1, I was like, there's a crack on the wall that looks like the Upside Down. 11 definitely did not kill these kids. Something else killed them. And just like putting it together, like I had all the pieces. I was like, I know that there's something here that's connecting them, but why? And then the last episode, as soon as that dude's talking about number 1 and he's like, oh, he found something inside of himself, I was like, okay, this guy's number 1. Like, you know, if you've watched enough media in general, that when those type of conversations happen, the person's talking about themselves. So then I was like, okay, this guy's number 1. And that means like I was like, okay, that could mean like he killed them, or like something him and 11 did, opened the portal. And I was just like slowly putting it together. And then I feel like at a certain point this episode, I was just like, oh my God, I'm so dumb. like he is Vecna. Like I forgot which point exactly that I realized it. They were in the lab or something. Oh no, yeah, it was when they were showing the mangled bodies. I was like, because even earlier in the season, I was like, okay, I thought it was Vecna that killed all the kids. I was like, oh, like because it's the same. Like all the people's bodies are like twisted and bent, like Vecna did, but I didn't put it together that it was number 1. And then because then this episode, I was like, okay, number 1 killed all these people. And I was trying to like connect it in my brain. I was like, if he killed all them, like why do they look like it was Vecna? I was trying to reconcile those two thoughts in my brain, and then I was like, oh my god, he's Vecna. And then I just had to figure out, like, why does he look like a monster? And it's because the weird lightning made him that way. But that's rough. So now 11, she knows she has to draw on like emotions, right, to use her powers. That's kind of like how she's always been. I think this episode kind of showed and reinforced her little, so she had a little conversation with Brenner earlier in, I think it was this episode, right, where he was like, in order to become whole, we have to reconcile both the good and bad parts of us. And I think that's how she's going to have to go about using her powers, like gaining complete control of her powers, because it looked like when she beat Vecna at the end here, or sent him into the Upside Down, that she drew upon both the bad memories of her being bullied, and like that was working a little bit, but then she also had to draw upon the part of the memory of her birth mother telling her she loves her, and that seemed like a good, happy memory, and that's what gave her the full strength to beat him. So presumably, in order to like finally beat him, she's gonna have to draw upon like all her happy memories, similarly to how that's how Max beat Vecna in episode 4. She doesn't have those powers that 11 had, but in order to escape him, like rip out his little tentacle thing, like gather the strength to do that, she had to remember all the happy memories of her and her friends, and that gave her the strength to escape this little zone. Curious how Nancy's gonna escape it, but maybe she's gonna think of Jonathan. Hopefully she thinks of Jonathan, and not Steve. I love Steve, but I don't want that to happen. But I assume that's how 11's gonna have to beat Vecna in the next 2 episodes, is drawing upon her happy memories with Mike and Dustin and Max and all her friends. Like, she's gonna have to draw upon those happy memories, and she's also gonna have to draw upon the memories of being mercilessly bullied at school. Like, she's gonna have to just draw upon all of it, I assume, and then when she's done, she can go back to that school and make Angela piss her pants in front of everyone. Just ruin this kid's life. I'm glad that number 2 died. He sucked, but it was rough to watch him get like tortured, honestly, because even though he's a horrible kid, like he's a vicious, mean bully, it's still like hype when it's a purely hypothetical. I was like, yeah, kill this kid, like torture this kid, attaboy. And then as soon as they put the collar on him, I was like, okay, well maybe not. Like, I don't need to see my inner bad thoughts, vindicated and put to screen. Like, I feel like if anyone actually was pleased to see this child being tortured, then there's something wrong with them. Like, as much as I didn't like number 2, I didn't like to see him tortured. I'm glad number 1 killed him. And he's a bully and it sucks. What other fun things happened in this episode? Hopper. Hopper has to fight the Demogorgon. Hopper and Antonov, or the Faceless Man. Hopper and the Faceless Man have to fight the Demogorgon while Joyce and Murray like help them escape. And they just barely make it out. That thing is going ham. That thing wasn't playing with its food. It was ripping people's heads off, like just devouring them, like no hesitation. And they just barely get out, and then he sees Joyce, and it's just this like, I think he had given up hope of ever seeing her, if we're honest. Especially like mid breakout, they're like, okay, he's like, I'm not ever seeing her again. This is rough. And then he sees her, and it's beautiful, and now they have to escape somehow. Like, they can't fly back to America, right? How are they gonna get back? Maybe cross some like land bridge to Alaska? Who knows? They'll have to find a plane, because it's not like they're gonna drive. They can't drive. They're two separate continents separated by oceans. So I'm really curious. I don't think Yuri is dead technically, right? He's still in the control room. So maybe they can get him and find another plane to fly back to America with. I don't know. That's something. And then most of the other situation is trying to get the gang out of the Upside Down. So they're getting out, and there's these moments. They spent most of these moments, I feel like, trying to reconnect Steve and Nancy, and I don't like it. It pisses me off, honestly, because I've said this 1,000 times, I like Nancy and Jonathan. I've invested emotional bandwidth into their relationship over the last couple seasons, right? Like, I feel that, like, that would be, like, I love Stranger Things, and I loved this season so far, but if that would be the one thing that would be a pretty big drawback on the quality of this season, if I'm honest, is if they try and, like, rekindle that romance between Steve and Nancy, because it kind of feels just like out of the blue, right? Like Jonathan and Nancy were going pretty good, right? And then to just be like, oh yeah, now they're having troubles, they're separated, and this is happening again. It's like, why writers, why would you make this happen unless you're trying to set something up where either Steve or Nancy dies? It doesn't make sense. And I think this episode with Nancy being in the pool, I think this is a fake out, honestly. So, especially because we saw Nancy, like, alive and well in the thing, right? Because he doesn't kill them right away in their little dream. So Nancy has at least like 24 hours. She hasn't seen the clock yet. Well, who knows if those rules apply anymore. He might be ramping up his timelines. But I think Steve is going to die next. Either in the next 2 episodes or next season. I think probably in the next 2 episodes, Steve's going to die. And it's going to break my heart, but I think it's going to happen. Specifically because if they were going to kill Nancy or if they were going to kill Jonathan, they would have... I feel like they wouldn't have those two characters separated, like, across the country, right? Like, if they were going to make it a situation where one of those two dies... like, it would be weird to kill one of them without having their, like, literal boyfriend or girlfriend around for the emotional impact, right? Like, you don't want Jonathan reconnecting with some of these kids, or like finding out over the phone that Nancy died. Like, that would not be an emotionally impactful moment. Same with the opposite way. You don't want Nancy finding out through a phone call or something that Jonathan died. And so, like, that leads me to believe that they aren't going to kill Nancy, because that would be something that would be devastating for Jonathan, like, if Nancy died, because they're literally dating. And I think from a story perspective, that's why they separated them, right? Like, separated them by distance ways, right? Because if they had Jonathan come for spring break, then I would feel worried that one of them might die, because then the other person is there to have that emotional reaction and witness it, if that makes sense. But now that they're giving some of these connective moments to Steve and Nancy, maybe, I don't know if they'll go the full route of, like, making them fall in love again, or maybe Nancy will get most of the way and be like, no, I still choose Jonathan. Or they'll just develop a connection again. Like, they'll become close again, and then Steve will die. And that will devastate Nancy. And then maybe next season she breaks up with Jonathan. I don't know. But I feel like they wouldn't be bringing about this deeper connection with the two of them if one of them wasn't gonna die. And I don't know, because it'll be devastating. There looked like a shot where Dustin was like screaming in anguish, so he presumably just witnessed someone he loves witnessed someone he loved died, I think. And right now, Steve makes the most sense as someone who would die, because it would devastate Dustin, Robin, and Nancy, especially because they're building that connection with Nancy again. Yeah, next up would be Eddie possibly dying, because they had a line in this episode where he's like, I'm the guy that runs away. Like, I've realized that within the past week, I just run. I don't stay and fight. Which leads me to believe there's going to be a moment within the next 2 episodes where he has to be the one to stay and fight. Like, he can't, like, he has the opportunity to run, but if he stays, it'll save some lives. So I think that's going to happen with him, is he ends up staying and then he dies because he stays behind or something like that. Those are my top 2 candidates for death. is them. Maybe Murray. I don't know if any of the adults will die, but I think some of the older kids might die. I'm not sure. Either way, man, this episode was great, and this first part of this season was exhilarating. So I'm watching this on June 19th, so just a couple weeks. The final 2 parts should be coming out, and I'm so stoked for those. Like, I'm pumped out of my friggin' mind. They're like 2 feature-length movies, which is insane. I wonder if I might break this episode up even to 2 parts, but I'm not sure. Last time I did that, weirdly, it got a lot of dislikes. I don't know why. We'll see what happens, though. What else is there to talk about? They got most of the people out of the Upside Down. That's good. We learned about all that jazz. We learned that number 1 is Vecna. And Nancy is trapped right now. Oh, this episode didn't have the California crew at all in it. So it didn't have Mike and Will and Jonathan and Susie at all. So presumably, they'll get to Nevada, but who knows? I think those are all my thoughts on this part 1 finale. Definitely let me know what you guys thought. And create a conversation in the comments, because that helps the algorithm. Just kidding. But no, for real, definitely let me know what you think. No matter how insignificant you think the thought is, post it in the comments. I love reading your guys' opinions. I try and interact with as many comments as I can, whether just like hearting them or responding to them. So if you guys have something to say, definitely please say it, because I love reading your comments. But otherwise, if you liked my reaction, please leave a like on the video. That means a ton to me, and it helps my channel out a lot. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me react to the final 2 episodes of Season 4 and Season 5 when it happens 18 years from now. But otherwise, if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, or you want the next episode's reaction slightly early, consider supporting me on Patreon. That would mean the world as well. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.